Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Aqueduct Racetrack here on Saturday. It is February the 4th, 2017. Gonna look at race number 8 from Aqueduct, but before I get onto that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections from racetracks across the world. Today's 8th race from Aqueduct, road to the Triple Crown here in New York. It's the second leg to the Derby. It's the 137th running of the Withers Stakes, Grade 3, purse $250,000 for 3-year-olds. We have a field of 10 horses traveling the distance of ground of 1 mile and 1/16th on the inner dirt. Mile 16th, and I show this diagram. Gives me a second to look down at my notes. And this race, you have a pretty heavy favorite here, being the 4-horse El Arib, who's he's a very heavy favorite. I don't think it's going to be going to him. He's a good horse, but I just think there's more ways you could go in this race. And if you're playing the pick 4 or the pick 6, I would go deep in this one, and I'm going to go to the 10 horse, to the way outside, Jay's Boy Echoes, as a top pick. I'm going to include this horse into Superfecta here. I'm going to go 10-2-4-1, 10-2-4-1. I'm going to use the 10 in the pick 4 most likely. I'll definitely use the 2 horse apart from the crowd in the pick 4. I'll use Al Arib in the pick 4, and I'll use the 1 horse True Timber. But like I said, I think this race as a top pick for the win wager, I think you could go a little bit, it's wide open on paper. That's what I want to say. But number 10, my top pick, Jay's Boys Echo. 4-1, Robbie Alvarado is on the Stale Romans trained 3-year-old colt out of Mine Shaft. Keeneland, September 5th, 2015 graduate sale. They bought this horse for $485,000, so they spent a little bit of money to get this one. But this horse hasn't started in about 10 weeks or so. Most recently on November the 19th, Delta Downs, mile 16th in the Delta Jackpot. This horse finished 4th by 10 1/4 lengths that day with Kenta Sormo up. And, it was closing up that day, but it was closing up a little bit too late. It's a racetrack that you wanna be closer to the pace, and it's not a closer's racetrack. Coming back to the standard 1 mile configuration, I think this horse should have a good run, and I think this horse will really do well off the layoff. Most recently, before that, this horse had a start on the 27th of October, Keeneland, mile 16th main special weight for $59,000, almost $60,000. This horse won by 5.5 lengths, closing up to a very nice victory as the favorite. It just had a very good short run, all around great victory. And then October the 2nd at Churchill, 6.5 furlongs in main special weight for 43. Horse finished second by a half length. Was broke badly that day, and to be honest, he broke shit. It was the worst break I've probably ever seen in quite a while. And, he had dunked it a few times. After all that, he did finish second closing up that day. So, this horse will be your closer. If he gets save some ground on the turns, watch out for this one coming up in the stretch. So let me use this as a top pick. So to recap my bets for the 8th race from Aqueduct, it's the 137th Withers Stakes. Going to go with the 10 horse here. Going to go 10-2-4-1, 10-2-4-1. So good luck to all, and follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5.